my darlings, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Roselynne. I hope you will subscribe and stick around to see more of the videos that I will be putting out in the near future. If you are a returning subscriber, hey, what's up? I hope you guys are having a beautiful day so far. So I hope you guys don't mind. I kind of just threw it back to my original kind of YouTube days where I just had my Lush knot wrap as my background, but I didn't really feel like setting up my whole backdrop thing because that would be just so much work, and I kind of wanted this to be a really casual video, just me talking to you guys about what's been going on. So as you can see from the title of the video, I am finally sitting down and doing my life update video, and I've been planning on doing this for quite some time now, but I did want to wait until I was ready to completely talk about everything. And I just want to give you guys a little note that I might be looking off behind the camera, like right here, quite a bit, because I do have some notes behind the camera of what I need to talk about, because if I don't do that for myself for a video like this, I will probably forget everything that I need to talk about, and I don't want to just like veer off into different conversations, which I might do anyways. But yeah, for those of you who don't already know, I think I mentioned it somewhere on one of my channels before, but I have really terrible memory, so I'm not even sure. I can't remember if I did mention it. That's how bad. Anyways, but I do have bad memory, so I do need to do this for myself for a video like this, because if not, I will forget everything that I need to talk about. And so I know that technically I'm not obligated to let you guys know everything that is going on in my life, but I do feel like through my YouTube channel and my vlogs and my Instagram, I've let you guys all in on certain aspects of my life, and I do feel like you guys should know what is going on. So as some of you may have noticed, over the past few months I was kind of pretty MIA off of social media for a bit, and I was getting a lot of messages from people asking me why I wasn't uploading from YouTube and Instagram anymore, and they were just asking if I was alright. And I just wanted to let you guys know kind of what has been going on in my life for the past few months, now that I feel like I'm kind of in a place mentally where I can, you know, talk about everything. And I just want to give another quick disclaimer. I'm not good, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I'm really not good at communicating my feelings, and this is the first time I'm trying to film a video like this where I'm just kind of like talking to you guys and just pretty much opening like my arms to you guys right now. So I hope you guys will take it easy on me, because I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna go or where it's gonna go, but I'm giving it my best shot. So please take it easy on me. And yeah, so the truth is that I haven't been exactly in the best place in my life over the past few months, and by that I mean psychologically, emotionally, mentally, physically, all of it, just all of it. And so I want to start from the beginning. And so back in February, Scott and we went through a really tough time in our relationship, and unfortunately we are no longer together. And there weren't any bad guys at all during this breakup. There weren't any. We both just mutually agreed that we both kind of had just lost ourselves in the relationship, and we needed some time apart to figure everything out for ourselves. And I'm not entirely sure if I've mentioned this on either of my channels before or on Instagram, I don't know. But yeah, so he was actually my first boyfriend and my first love. So at the time, even though part of me knew it was pretty much necessary for the both of us, I just felt like my entire world had just fallen apart. And even though I was spending most of my days crying, I kind of knew I needed to get my life together for myself and my future, no matter what happens with any relationship that I am in. So pretty much what I did immediately after the breakup is I set up this to-do list for myself of goals that I wanted to achieve to get my life where I wanted it to be. So within the next couple of days, I sent out my resume to a bunch of places near me that had job openings, and it only took about like a day or two before I got the call that I was waiting for. And I had an interview with the manager of this place on Valentine's Day, and I can remember it as clear as day, even today. And I mean, it's only been a few months, but yeah, so I officially had my first real job. I did have a teacher's assistant and a proctor's job while I was in college, but I feel like it didn't really count as a real world job, you know what I mean? And so this was such a monumental moment for me, and honestly I truly believe that this is the turning point that I needed to kind of wake me up. And I was feeling so many different emotions at the time, but honestly I was mostly terrified. I feel like I have this irrational fear of failure, and it kind of brings out my anxiety, and it tends to cripple me from new opportunities. So I was really nervous, but I knew that this time it would be different, and I knew that this time I would be able to push through it. And fortunately for me, I had tremendous support from my family and from the few friends that I talked to about it, and from Scott, which I will be forever thankful for, because to this day I don't know how I would have gone through the past few months without all of them having my back. So as my first week of work started, I was really nervous still, and I was scared every single day, but I was starting to get into a flow, and I was starting to make friends, and it was starting to make me feel ways about myself that I haven't felt in ages. But unfortunately, I was hit with another blow, and some of you may have seen it on Instagram. I do believe I did post about it, but I did lose my Cocker Spaniel unexpectedly, and I remember it as clear as day. I came home from my second day of work, and I found him in the kitchen, and I had to rush him over to the pet hospital, and I had to deal with everything. I had to deal with calling everyone because my dad and my brother were at work, my mom was in the Philippines, my sister's in Florida, of course, and I was just basically in charge of sorting out all the details of his cremation and just dealing with everything, making all the decisions. And it was just absolutely heartbreaking for me because he was my first dog, and I just loved him with my entire heart and my entire soul, and obviously I still miss him so much every single day. But I had to be strong for my family because I knew that's what I needed to do, and it was just nothing I ever thought I would have to deal with, especially at a time when I was still barely functioning every day on my own. But somehow, with the support of everyone around me and my faith and just praying every single day, I slowly but surely started noticing myself getting through the funk that I was in. And I was going to work every day and doing really well. Customers were loving me, and I just felt like I was doing something really great for myself for once. And I guess you don't really notice it when you're going through it in the moment, but looking back now at everything I went through, I am a changed woman today. And I have grown in so many ways that I didn't even think were possible. And I'm stronger now, and although I personally still believe I have so much more that I need to do for myself, I'm so proud of who I am and who I've become. And I don't want to sound like I'm bragging about any of this or being cocky. I just wanted to share my personal experience with a situation that I honestly thought would be it for me. And I know there has to be others out there going through similar situations and are sitting there thinking like, this will never get better. But I gotta tell you the truth, it will. And it will get better, and you will get through it, and you will be so much better because of it. You just can't give up no matter how bad it feels. You just need to keep pushing through it, because there will always be a light at the end of that tunnel. And there's a saying that I love, and it says, not all storms come to disrupt your life, some come to clear your path. And I constantly read this to myself to remind me that we don't exactly know what the future holds. And although in the moment it can feel like our entire world is falling apart, and it just feels like the universe is like piling on more and more and more and more, you can get through it, and you are not alone. There are people in your life who love you and support you, and even if they don't vocalize it all the time, they are there for you. Honestly, if you're like me and you're stubborn and you don't like to ask for help, I'm gonna tell you right now, asking for help and reaching out to others is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. And I know it's scary. It's really scary to be this vulnerable and to just ask for help. And I know I have problems with dealing with the issue that I feel like I'm a burden on people if I ask for help. But it really is such a beautiful thing when people can humble themselves enough to realize that sometimes we just can't handle everything on our own, and sometimes we need the support from others to help us see the light. And if any of you need anyone to talk to, you can always message me here or on Twitter or on Instagram. You can message me anywhere. I'm always open to talk, because I know what it's like, and I don't want anyone to ever feel like they are alone, because you aren't. And I could go on and on about this, but I'm gonna cut this short so that this video isn't ages long. But I wanted to definitely mention that stuff because it's really important to me, and it was a big deal what I've been going through, and I just don't want anyone to feel like they are alone in any of it, because you aren't. So yeah, that's basically everything that's been going on in my life over the past few months. There were a few more things I wanted to discuss in this video, but I want to keep it short, so I will probably post a follow-up video pretty soon announcing a few things which I'm really excited about. But all in all, I think a little part of me will always love and respect Scott, and I will never forget all of the things he has done for me throughout our relationship, and everything that you guys saw in our vlogs and our videos and my Instagram, just everything that you guys saw, and everything was just real. Like, that was just us and that was our relationship. You know, I would always get a lot of comments saying how wonderful he is to me and all that stuff, and that truly is who he is as a person. He is really amazing, and I wish him all the best in the world because he truly deserves it. But in terms of my love life now, I will simply say that I am happy. I'm not going to get into too many details, but I will say that I am happy, and my heart is not completely closed to the idea of love and just everything. But I am focusing on myself right now and loving me a little more, you know? It's never a wrong time in your life to kind of step back and focus on yourself for a bit, to get yourself where you need to be, where you can be happy with yourself. Because you know the cliche how they say you can't really love someone else unless you love yourself first? I truly believe that, because that's kind of the theme of what I kind of went through the past few months. But yeah, I wanted to let you guys know, and I wanted to thank you guys so much for the support and love that you've been giving me the past few months. I'm looking forward to what, you know, the future holds, and hopefully you guys will stick around and join in this adventure with me. I have met so many wonderful people through the snail mail, the planner, the crafty communities, everything, and I just can't wait to get completely back into the flow of things. Of course, I've still been setting up some things, so I haven't been crafting as much yet, but I will be soon, and I'm really excited. So to all my pen pals, you guys can keep your eyes out, because I will definitely be sending out a few things soon, hopefully. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!